you ever think maybe the advice that you're getting from someone, no matter how much you're paying them, I see this a lot with business coaches actually, that they actually might not know what the hell they're talking about. Now, I'm not talking about their expertise. I'm not even talking about their industry knowledge. I'm not even talking about their level of experience, but I'm talking about their understanding of you. The reason why I point this out is because I see a lot of business coaches actually leading people astray. Once again, not talking about their level of expertise in what they're talking about in terms of knowledge, information about the industry, but their level of perception and understanding of that person's, of their client's personal journey. This is more than just understanding what the person wants. This is more than just understanding what the person needs to do in terms of taking action in their career, in their business, in their entrepreneurship, whatever it is. But I've seen a lot of business coaches actually making things worse for the person. Now, this is what I'm talking about. For business, particularly entrepreneurship, right? The entrepreneur is the driving force in whatever businesses that they drive forward. That means that if they're aligned within, the external things come to them very effortlessly. So this is not about just the person wanting certain things like material success or external validation and making actionable strategies or making things happen externally, like taking actions. It's not just that, right? Now, this is why a lot of people hire business coaches, because business coaches obviously have experience in these fields that they're coaching people in. However, they don't have knowledge in working with people in terms of helping them on their actual authentic journey. They might have experience working with people one-on-one, but I'm talking about really like the ability to connect with the person like on the authentic level, because this takes a different type of ability. This is more than just knowledge. The same way that I've helped hundreds of clients succeed in their business and their entrepreneurship, but especially that actually was a byproduct of their personal journey. Now, that I often came with a lot of tribulations in the beginning, like going through tests in the beginning, actually getting their inner world right within. So it's not like, oh, you come to me asking for, how do I make $1 million, profit? Then I tell you what to do, because obviously, I have a gift. I can see your future. So that means I can tell you exactly what to do with it, so you can find the hidden treasures, right? So even though I have the ability to help people in a really unique way, it doesn't mean that I just tell you what to do and that's it. No, a lot of the times the way you find the treasures is by fixing your vision first. And your vision isn't just you having this grandiose fantasy about what you want for yourself. It's also your perception of reality, which means that you have to first work on your inner being, alignment, authenticity. This is not about being a soft bitch. I'm just being real here. It's not about being a softie, wearing heart on the sleeves only and then just being a naive. No, I'm actually talking about alignment, right? Authenticity. And I don't know why people think that authenticity means you're a doormat or you're pushover. No, authenticity means you are aligned, that everything that you do is based on your alignment and your truth. And when you work with the energy, it's super powerful. And a lot of people actually like this, because a lot of people actually chase gratification, external validation, instant gratification. So obviously the same reason why these people hire business coaches, because business coaches know how to create the perfect persona and image, right? And that's sales, basically. They're telling you sales tactics, but it doesn't work, actually, most of the time. I mean, it depends. But long term, it doesn't work, because for someone to be that constant operant power that attracts things, for you to become the magnet, you need to have alignment. This is why that, personally for me, the reason why that I'm a master manifestor, I literally can attract whatever I need, very effortlessly. The same way that I can help my clients with same things, but also on myself, I walk my talk, right? It's not because I'm perfect. It's because I prioritize spiritual hygiene as well as alignment and full accountability and full authentic honesty with myself. So I'm not an opportunist to the point where I'm just going to chase things because they give me feelings or they gratify me, they give me validation. I'm not that kind of person. I highly prioritize alignment. Does this sit right with my spirit? Is this aligned with me? Is this true to myself? Am I true with myself? Because I personally will not engage with anything, will not take anything that doesn't sit right with me. But because my internal world is so solid, my soil is so strong that literally anything that I grow prospers. Anything that I touch prospers. And I'm not just saying this, not an affirmation. This is my reality, literally. But again, this is not some cookie cutter bullshit. That's why I was talking about how a lot of people that just hire business coaches, they don't really the business coaches, they don't really know you. they might understand what you want based on their perception, but that also actually is kind of dangerous, because if you're working with someone that only understands what you're telling them, they can also continue to create illusions for you, answering your illusions, instead of actually getting to the bottom of things and helping you with your root. But obviously, most people are not going to have the ability to do this, because, like, what does it mean to see someone's root? Because if you are a certain person presenting yourself a certain way, most other people are not going to see a root, right? So, me, although I'm currently thriving in the world of business, my practice, my vocation, as a shaman that helps people on their personal journey as a bridge, because my core really is helping you connect with your truth, like you with your heart center, and helping you really merge all the worlds within. So because I have this background of my unique vocation, powerful vocation, helping people really become their truest version of themselves, so this serves very well in the world of business. Whether that's helping other people, like helping clients, succeed. For example, I've helped people go from, like single digit $1 million to like double digits $1 million in annual return, ARR. So this is a small example. I don't care about like the external stuff. I'm just talking about the progress that is tangible that I help people achieve. But that's not because I tell them what to do, because they're telling me they want this. It's because of the spiritual aspect of this whole journey of entrepreneurship and business. My point here is that you are never going to really reach your full potential, no matter how do you deceive yourself, no matter how much you lie to yourself, no matter how much that you want, how much you pray, if you're not aligned within. And honestly, I would say this, most people know when they're bullshitting themselves, but to admit to yourself that you're bullshitting is so difficult, because that means you now have to look at yourself in the mirror, and that can be very difficult to do. Because let's say that you've lived your entire life living a certain way, holding certain belief systems, but now you have to change everything. And if you have a big ego, that's going to be very difficult to face, because that's like facing reality. So most people will actually prolong their process and delay their process, and like whether they never actually wake up to their truth, and whether they actually wake up to reality and realize they have to actually course correct, whether they do it or not, like they don't really, most of them lack courage to really face themselves full front, and that's why that their business does not reach a certain point, and for most people they even fail. Okay. I guess the point of the video is, if you are hiring like certain people to help you with your journey, like advisors or business coaches in general, whatever that whoever you're incorporating in your journey right now to help you succeed, ask yourself first, are you actually an honest, authentic person? Are you an honest person internally? Because if you're not an honest person, likely you're also going to attract people that are not fully honest, right? It's not about people not knowing how to do their job correctly. I'm not talking about job description. I'm talking about people, right? And let me tell you something. When you are surrounded by people that are truthful and that are honest, authentic, that's like a true driving force. And with that energy, you can do anything. But you don't even deserve those types of people that help you succeed to the fullest, because they're powerful and authentic and true to themselves, if you're not that person. So once again, you're always going to attract what you want, who you are, and what you're willing to face. So if your life right now is unfolding a certain way, regardless of who you're hiring, how much you're investing in yourself, hiring whoever to help you succeed, but you feel like the return is not as good, and you know deep down inside there's something about yourself you're bullshitting, like why don't you face that? Like if there's a little bit of even 1% awareness that you're not doing something correctly, there's something more you're not seeing, but you're scared because that you feel like once you get to that, now everything else is going to change. The answer is right there, though. So you are avoiding something. So this is not about who you hire. It's not about the people that you talk to, how much knowledge that they have, expertise that they have. It's you finding people that you're aligned with. But before even that, you have to first want alignment. And unfortunately, most people don't want that, because most people are chasing instant gratification, and maybe you're one of those people. And unfortunately, in that case, you will never really reach the level of success that you can have for yourself. And I can promise you that.